I noticed that you actually had a couple of ads or an ad out looking for, let's use the term content workers, creators, things to be part of your team to help towards those goals, if you will, as you're outlining. Um, did this desire to transition, and the key word is scalability. I like how you use that. Did that strike you quite a number of years ago that, hey, I can only go so far in this game of poker, and if I want to maximize my dollar accumulation, I need to do some other ways to get there? Or is this more of a recent phenomenon?
So, Jim, I didn't think about it. I was kind of so since the time until I was drinking alcohol, I couldn't even think clearly. I was not thinking about the macro of what I'm doing, why am I doing it. It was just like work, work, and then drink, drink, and then work, work, and then drink, drink.
Nice.
That was, and that's a lot of people in the world, and that's a tragedy. But that's another topic.
Right.
So I wasn't broke that much long ago. I think about this was about four and a half years ago that I was able to climb out of my debt and I was broke again. But again, like I don't want to make it look like make it sound like 4 years ago I was broke and now now I'm successful. So you could, well, even when I was broke, I was not just another guy who was broke. I had gone through a lot of ups and downs, experiences. I understood a lot of things which normally a guy that is broke doesn't understand. So I had started hustling and going after my goals like right from the age of 20. So even when I was broke at the age of 25, 26, I was a pretty experienced broke guy, which which makes the difference. So once I climbed out of debt and I started making money. First, I made the money, I started traveling, I started enjoying the money. But then I started thinking about what else. And that's when I started reading to find out answers. Also, after I read Alan Carr's Easy Way books, I realized if this guy with his book could help me quit smoking and drinking, I bet I could learn anything from reading books. I could learn how to start a business. I could learn how to market. I could learn anything. I could learn how to get fit. I could learn how to eat right and so many things. So I started reading books, and one of the books that I read was called Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins.
Yep.
And in the book, he makes you do exercises, and he says, okay, what is your most unbelievable goals, in all the domains? Like, start writing them down. And he says that don't think that what is possible, what is not possible. Just like if God came down and said, what do you want? Like literally just start writing those down, because what you think is possible or not possible, that's like you will realize a couple of years down the line that anything is possible.
Right.
So I said, okay. So I calculated that what is the most unbelievable thing that I wanted? And it was acting. I wanted to go act. I wanted to go make movies, and that was my dream. So how do you do that? So you train with the best people in the world. I realized I would have to spend a couple of years training. So I calculated that if I get out of debt and if I make something to the tune of $3 million, okay, then what I could do is I could take that money, just quit gambling, go to either Los Angeles or New York, and use that money to support my lifestyle, support my family, and hire the best acting coaches in the world to teach me acting, filmmaking, those skills for the next 4 or 5 years. And then I anticipated another maybe couple of years as the struggle period to break into the industry. And my plan was to break into the industry by 40. So that was a 10-year path that I thought I could do. So I needed enough money to last for those 10 years, assuming I would not be working. I would just be training in acting and filmmaking. And then if all else fails, if I fail by the age of 40, which was a scenario, then I need some money to fall back on so that then I could go do something else. So the figure that I decided was $3 million. I said, if I have $3 million, I can go pursue my dream of acting. And so I wrote that figure down, with the date, and I said like 3 million, and it was like the most unbelievable goal. And it's not even possible. And I wrote down within 3 years, I will get to this number. And
Oh,
if I get to this number, then I will, quit everything and I will go make films and learn acting. And I actually hit that number in like 2.5 years.
wow.
And I was like, man, this is crazy. Now I have to quit everything and go to Los Angeles. And
Right.
it was scary. And I didn't want to go because all my friends are here and my family is here. And I was like, what do I do? So I called a Hollywood agent. She was a top shot agent. I booked a call with her. It was $300 an hour. And I asked her, like, this is what I'm going through, and I have enough money now to support my quest. And what should I do? And
Yeah,
she
so
said, I spoke to
one
this
thing.
agent, and she said, you don't have to come to LA to learn. I will connect you to an acting coach that will teach you whatever you need to learn on Zoom calls. And he will give you books to read, he will give you exercises, and you can start learning where you are and then start making short films. And as you get better in your short films, you can make the move a couple of years down the line. So you don't have to come to New York or LA to learn from the best in the world. Now the best in the world are teaching on Zoom.
Hmm.
So I said, okay, this sounds good.
Mhm.
So I started training in acting, in script writing, and I started writing a script about the 11 years that I spent in the world of gambling, and I wrote a script about it. I thought I'll try to turn that into a TV show or a film or something like that. So I wrote a script, I showed it to a few people. Um, it was good. It has a lot of stuff which I've wrote down pretty honestly. So like, I don't know if I'll be able to release it ever. I'm still thinking about it, but I did write it. So the process of writing really taught me a lot. And even till today, when I make videos, I can articulate myself well because I spent this time writing this one script. And it's amazing when you start writing, you just keep getting better with every page, with every line, and it's amazing. But acting, I started getting bored of it, Jim. Like a couple of months down the line, I was like, I thought I wanted to do this, but this feels very limited.
Hmm.
And I was more drawn to business and ambition, money. Honestly, I just want to make a lot of money. And
Right.
I've tried to answer that question, why? Because I don't want to buy the expensive cars, or the lifestyle that I want, I already have it. So why do I want money? And I realized that what I want really is impact and influence. So I want to impact a lot of people. I want to make a dent in the world with the beliefs that I have. And there's a lot of beliefs that I have that a lot of people don't agree with, but I would still, push my thinking and my worldview, onto people. For example, I think everyone should be free from alcohol and smoking. And that's one of the things that I would like, I'd want to inspire the world to do. Just, stop drinking, stop smoking, start working out. And I think it can change anyone's life. And that's one of the things that is a part of my message. And there's many things like that I want to spread. I want to help young guys, um, and show them the path to make a lot of money, to look good, how to communicate powerfully. There's a lot of skills that I want to teach through my YouTube channel,
Hmm.
and I'll do that. And the second thing I want is influence. I want to be able to um, be in the influence of some of the most powerful minds of our time. So I would really like to be friends with Elon Musk. I would like to be friends with Richard Branson. I would like to be friends with prime ministers, presidents. I would like to have that kind of influence. And one way to get there is money. And it's a pretty good way. If you have enough money, then you can get to these people. You can have access to these people. Because when you make money, you become that kind of person. You almost become a part of their peer group. And I think that's worth pursuing.